Bullseye is here, and I've been pretty excited to use him ever since he was announced. In case you didn't know, Bullseye is a 3-cost, 3-power card with text that reads, activate, discard all the cards that cost 1 or less from your hand, afflict that many different enemy cards with -2 power. And that ability obviously seems really, really good. So this is the deck I played today. It was a lot of fun. Your main idea is going to be to discard the swarms and then discard them even more with Bullseye, and it worked out pretty well for me. And now, if you've got any other questions, make sure to ask me down in the comments. And let's jump right into the games. Alright, so let's see what we've got here. We have a Scorn in hand, we have a Colleen Wing to play, we also have a Victoria hand and a MODOK, so that's all pretty cool. They are going to play Blade, discarding Swarm. Wish we could do that. Now, we could play a Victoria hand. It is an option. Can't play Victoria hand mid, though. Let's... Ooh. There's also a Swarm. Yeah, okay. With that in mind, let's play a Victoria hand, right? I think that's fine. They're going to play Colleen Wing, discarding Swarm some more. And now, from this point, we've got Victoria hand down. I would love to see a Blade. We get a Swarm from them. Oh, okay. Let's play Bullseye right. And now things get really interesting. They play a Gambit. Please don't hit Victoria hand. Please don't. I'll be so sad. No, that's not nice. They even played one of the Swarms mid and it still hit a Swarm. Damn. Okay, let's play Colleen Wing right here. And then from this point, we've got a MODOK that we can play, which will be very, very good. They have a Morbius, which is obviously very, very scary. I wish we could play a Morbius, but we don't have a Morbius. I think we can just play a MODOK right here. And then we'll also play, well, not play, we'll activate Bullseye. And then hopefully everything is just completely fine. They play a Swarm right along with a Bullseye mid. We go bzzz from MODOK. And fast forward. So Bullseye is now going to discard our entire hand, because that's a Black Knight. Bullseye hitting a lot of them, obviously. So, from this point, we just want to go with something like this, right? And we hope that it wins. We'll see. I mean, I hope this is okay. If it's not, that would be a little bit sad, but I think we should be fine. That'd be my best guess, at least. They play one card right. It is a MODOK. So MODOK is going to discard their Moon Knight, and then one Swarm. Okay, wait. So we're going to go down 246. 246 puts us down to 11, and then we gain another 3, putting us up at 14, so we are still going to win right, no matter what happens. That is very scary. We very nearly lost right, but instead, we win right by 1 point. And there you go, that is absolutely insane. You love to see a Morbius up at 26 power as well. Damn, that's why I wished we had one down, because it would have gone very high and would have been awesome. But yeah, no, there you go. Up at 26, that's absolutely insane. And that's a good win for us. Yeah, you love to see it. There you go. Alright. So let's see what we've got. We've got the big house. We can probably go ahead and play a Morbius left on too. That's pretty good. Let's see. Hotel Inferno. Hotel Inferno. I love playing into Hotel Inferno. We're going to play a Collector mid. So from this point, we'll probably play a Morbius left on 3. And then we'll see what we want to do other than that. Hopefully we get something that we can hit with Grandmaster, either a Blade, or a Colleen Wing, or a Gambit, or just whatever. Collector destroys their Null, and they get rid of our Blade. Honestly, Blade being gone does not bother me very much at all. We're going to go ahead and play a Morbius left. And we are looking very happy from this point. Now, what decks run Ravonna and Null? Is this a negative deck? I think it's gotta be, right? It's gotta be a negative destroy deck, you would think. Because I don't really know what else it could be. right? Like off the top of my head. We're going to go ahead and play Bullseye left, though, obviously. It'll be really interesting to see if they play negative here or not, because if they don't play negative, then things are looking pretty dire for them. I need a drink of water, though. Things are looking pretty dire for my throat. Because I was having trouble talking. Hopefully I'm better now, though. So let's see what they play right. They play a Super Scroll, which is going to copy the Morbius. Okay. So we have a Bullseye. And then, I mean, I'm completely fine with something like this. Hopefully the Gambit hits either Swarm or Helicarrier, because if it hits Grandmaster, we would be a little bit sad. But, I mean, even then, it's fine. We hope that Gambit takes out something more important to them than what they've already played. Okay, so there's the Mr. Negative. It is a turn late. We go ahead and play Victoria, and then Gambit is going to discard the Grandmaster. Okay. And get rid of the magic. So we need something to discard with, and that is not something to discard with. Let's play Helicarrier mid. So from this point, I'm really hoping for a MODOK top deck, I guess? I don't really think we have a better idea than that, but things are looking pretty bad for us. We kind of needed a MODOK top deck that turn, and without it, I'm not exactly sure how this is going to go, but we can do our best. Now, let's see. Right is going to be Gore. Alright, and then that is Mystique. This feels like a final turn play. Did they think this was the end of the game? That's Colleen Wing. Okay. Well, I'll give it our best shot, but I don't think we're winning this. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think this is a win. I think that we are going to lose. But we'll see. Maybe we can win mid. I think it's a long shot. But who knows? This is not looking the best for us at all. I'm staying for the content, but I mean, you'd have to imagine. So they played negative on 5, right? They top-decked the Gore on 6. They have 1 negative card in hand. They go all in on a Zola route, and Zola hits Super Scroll. Damn, that is sad for them. That is not what they wanted to happen. But there's Colleen Wing. Gonna discard Scorn and buff up Morbius. And Collector. And then there's Bullseye, who's also going to discard and upgrade. Or not upgrade, but buff all the stuff. And there you go. That is absolutely awesome for us. You love to see it. They went for a 50-50, they missed on it, and we end up getting the win. So there you go. That's awesome. Alright, so let's see what we've got here. I wish we did not draw that Collector so we could have played Colleen Wing on Swarm, but nonetheless, it is completely fine. We're going to play Collector on 2, Bullseye on 3, and then hopefully we can play Colleen Wing and something else on 4. Lechagia is mildly annoying, but it doesn't bother me too much because if we have a bunch of swarms, we can just swarm the location on the final turn, and then it's going to be at least 12 power, potentially up to 20 if we get a Victoria hand down, so that's fine. Feast. Ooh, Feast is interesting. Let's play you, and then I hope we don't draw something equal to or lower than Swarm in costs, because if we don't, we could be relatively interesting here. There you go. Let's play Victoria hand and Colleen Wing. Then from this point, we're adding 7 energy plus another 2, going up to 9, so we added up to 11. What did they add? They played a Negasonic, so our Victoria hand is gone. That's really sad. It's okay, we're still going to tie them, so they're not going to get it, but damn, kind of disappointing. X-Mansion, if that gives them like a Mr. Fantastic or something, I'll go insane. Okay, it's a Madam Web, we get a Shocker. Okay, whatever. Madam Web is probably better because of her ability, but it doesn't particularly matter. That's going to be 7. Let's play Bullseye and Blade. Fine with that. Maybe we play Blade mid. Yeah. I'm gonna go with Blade mid. I'm not exactly sure why they're snapping. I'm not sure I would be if I was them. But, you know, I'm not them, so to each their own. And let's see, that is a Medusa. Okay, pretty good. They play an Iron Man left, which is relatively scary. Now, let's see what we're going to end up drawing here. We draw a Scorn, and we could play Helicarrier this turn if we wanted to. I think we probably do. And I also think we just activate Bullseye here. So let's see how this works. We play a Helicarrier right. We are going to activate Bullseye, which is obviously going to discard all the stuff in our hand. And end up hitting a bunch of them as well. Let's see, it looks like it hit... I don't even know what it hit. It hit the Forge, right? So it hit Forge, Madam Web, not Patriot. It hit Negasonic, it hit Medusa. Okay. So from this point, I think we're just fine. I think we play you, and then we play all of you, and then this should be okay. Right? Like, we've just got a lot going on here. So I think we're fine. Bullseye also did get buffed by Scorn there. Collector up at 13 is obviously awesome. I don't really imagine what they could do to beat this, because we're going up to 12 left, right? We're going to 24 mid, and we're going to 21 right. So I really don't see it. I might end up getting surprised here, but we'll see. Yeah, they just retreat. So there you go. That is absolutely awesome for us, and you'll love to see it. Collector going all the way up to 13 is very, very cool. And good win for us there. Yeah, that's awesome. Alright, so let's see what we've got here. We can go ahead and play a Collector, that's fine. And yeah, Collector's going to go ahead and move left, that's completely okay. We've got a Morbius and a Blade in hand, so that's pretty cool. And they also played a Collector, but it moved right. Now, Victoria hand, that's not bad. We might just play a Victoria hand and a Blade. I think that's okay. We can go ahead and do that. So we play Victoria hand, and then along with that, we're going to go ahead and play Blade. We're definitely going to look to play a Morbius next turn. Actually, probably should have played Blade right, because if we top deck a Grandmaster, I'm going to be really sad. But we'll see. We do not top deck a Grandmaster, so it's completely fine. Let's go ahead and play Morbius right. And then from this point, honestly, it's probably just a MODOK right next turn. Like, that seems completely fine. They play Colleen Wayne, that discarded Swarm, right? That's what it looked like, yeah. Okay. So, let's just go ahead and play a MODOK. That is completely fine. We're going to play MODOK right, we're going to add +6 power to the Morbius. So we're going to be going all the way up to 26, I believe, which is a pretty good contested Monster Island. And then from that point, Collector's also going to get buffed up a lot. And mid, we are winning right now. They might flip it, but we're looking like we're going to be in a pretty good spot for this final turn. We do get the randomization of Helicarrier, but hopefully we're going to be fine with that. Scorn buffs up left, and then we're going to fast forward. Collector all the way up at 19 is absolutely insane. And then this next turn, I mean, we could just play like Crossbones Calling Win. Like, I don't hate it. I don't hate that idea. Actually, the only place we can play Crossbones is left. I wonder what we want to do here. So we have Drax, Rocket and Groot, Crossbones, Colleen Wing, and Baron Mordo. That's what we got off of it. I mean, maybe a Rocket and Groot play, but we don't have priority. Is Drax ever the right play? I love having this up at 19, by the way. That's awesome. I think Drax right with Colleen Wayne left is our best chance. Now let's change the order a little bit. Let's go Colleen Wayne left first, because we want to have a higher chance of Scorn buffing left. But I think this is our best shot. I am very scared, though. They play a Mojo. Okay, so we should win right. And that is a Gambit. Please hit anything mid. Anything mid, anything mid. That's not mid. It does take their Mojo out of the whatever it's called, though, his buff. Okay, so Colleen Wyn's going to discard Scorn. We are going to end up winning left. And then from this point, do we win right? I think Would we have won right anyway? We would have won right by 1 point. Okay. I was going to say, if we won off of that Scorn buffing the Morbius, that would have been insane. But no, we would have won right by 1 point anyway. So there you go. Absolutely amazing for us. You'll love to see it, getting the win off of Helicarrier. And that's awesome, yeah. Good win for us there. Okay, we could theoretically play Blade on this Helicarrier, right? I'm just not very inclined to do that. So that is the Vault, which is going to give us Bullseye. Okay. Definitely want to go ahead and play a Bullseye on 3 then. And I would hope that we will end up drawing a Colleen Wing at some point. You know, that would be helpful. So that is Blade. What did they end up discarding? They discarded Swordmaster. That's alright. We've got Collector in hand, so that's pretty good. Let's play Bullseye left. And then from this point, I mean, drawing a Scorn would be fine because we could discard it with Blade. Let's see. That is a Grandmaster. I mean, it's not exactly what we want to see, you know. Let's do something like this. They play Lady Sif. Lady Sif is going to discard Gore. Yeah. And then they play Doom 2099. That's scary. So we've got Bullseye, we've got Collector. Now, from this point, we'll see what we draw. So we draw a MODOK. I mean, it's not horrible. It's just also not amazing. You know, I don't love it. Let's try it, though. Let's play MODOK and Bullseye. So they're going to go ahead and play a Hellcow. That's fine. We play MODOK, which is going to end up discarding a bunch of stuff. And then here's Bullseye, which is going to put us all the way up to there. Bullseye hits Doom and Lady Sif. Okay, what have they discarded so far? They've discarded a bunch of stuff. I don't know if we can actually win. Well, let's think about this. I mean, if Malekith pulls Morbius, then that's insane. If Malekith pulls Victoria Hand, it's definitely not bad. I think we're going to go with this. I imagine this is a loss. I wouldn't stay if I were you. But we'll see, because that's... Oh, that's a Silver Samurai. Well, that's not a Hela. Well, in that case, we do win. I would imagine. It would be pretty shocking if we were to lose this game. Doom rolls mid, okay. So that is going to buff them up ahead left by a little bit, but then that's a Colleen Wing, and we take the lead again. So there you go, we end up winning all 3. And yeah, no, pretty shocking there. I did expect to lose that game, but we end up winning nonetheless. So there you go, that's absolutely awesome. I wish Bullseye got a little bit more discards, but that's okay. Good win for us there. Alright, so let's see what we've got here. That's Death's Domain. We're probably going to go ahead and play a Victoria Hand into a Bullseye, and then from that point, hopefully we can start some discarding Swarm stuff. I have no problem with playing a Victoria Hand mid, that's fine. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then they play a Collector mid? Okay, a little bit interesting. We're probably just going to play Bullseye right here. Ooh. Well, we could skip, and I think we will. That is a magic? Okay, love to see it. That is very, very helpful for us. So now, that is a Colleen Wing. Theoretically, we could do something. I think... Let's play Bullseye mid. Because from this point, we draw a Scorn. That's completely fine. Let's play Blade. Let's play Colleen Wayne. Let's play Grandmaster. And I think that's fine. Yeah. Is there ever a world where we want to play Gambit? I don't think so. Let's play Blade, Colleen Wayne, and Grandmaster. And this should be completely fine. We're going to end up discarding Scorn a bunch of times and adding a bunch of power down onto the board, which is obviously awesome. So Colleen Wayne, then going to discard Scorn and buff up Victoria Hand. That's completely fine. Then Grandmaster goes off, moving Blade mid. And there you go. That's going to be completely okay. We've got Bullseye. And let's see what we want to do here. Probably just play a MODOK? Yeah, I think we play MODOK and we activate Bullseye, and that's completely fine. I did just realize my volume might be a lot higher than I wanted it to be. I'll have to double check that after this. I think it should be fine. But we'll see, because if it's not, then that's not good. I looked at the audio before playing, because I know Snap was obviously down for a few days, right? And I wondered if the audio was going to be the same, and it might not be. And if it's not, then I've been recording for like 40 minutes, and it's been bad. But, so, let's see. We're going to get a bunch of discards from Bullseye here, and then Bullseye obviously going to hit all of those. Iron Lad hits Swarm, Colleen Wayne discards Scorn. And then, let's see what we have here. Nope, they're just going to go ahead and retreat. Alright. So that is completely fine. Good win for us there. Absolutely awesome. You love to see it. And, yeah, I'm going to check the audio settings. Good win for us. Alright, so let's see what we've got here. We have Hala, we have a Colleen Wayne, which we can play on the Scorn. That's not bad. We could play Colleen Wayne into Hala. I'm not against that. We might play Colleen Wayne right, though. Now, let's see if it's going to be on Maze. Well, let's play Collector mid. I'm fine with that. They go ahead and play a Kate Bishop. Alright, that is completely fine. And let's see. Collector does end up moving left. So from this point, we are going to end up playing a Colleen Wayne left. And then we will probably play a Grand Master on this Colleen Wayne. Other things I would like to top deck would be... I mean, Bullseye wouldn't be bad. Blade wouldn't be bad. Morbius would be okay. Victoria Hand's okay, too. Just kind of want to top deck something. Bullseye... I want to get Bullseye because it's a Bullseye video. Bullseye isn't actually too great here. But let's see. Okay, so there is Bullseye. We could play the Bullseye. I feel more inclined to do this, but maybe Bullseye is just good. Yeah, we can go ahead and play Bullseye. I think Bullseye will be fine left. They are going to play a Frigga, which is going to give them a copy of the Acid Arrow. I don't know why they didn't try to get a copy of the Victoria Hand. And Frigga is gone. So there's Basic Arrow. And Victoria Hand is going to be gone as well. Bye-bye. And they're gone. Okay, so no Bullseye for us. It was actually the first time I had drawn Bullseye in this recording, so that sucks a little bit, but that's okay. Good win. Alright, so let's see what we've got here. We have Fisk Tower, which is completely fine. Probably going to go ahead and play a Colleen Wayne on 2. That is Otto's Lab. Yeah, we can just play a Colleen Wayne left. That's completely fine. From this point, we've got a Bullseye, which is awesome. We want to be able to discard Swarm at some point, but we are definitely just going to play like a Bullseye left. That is Invisible Woman. Okay. That's completely fine. Now that's Crimson Cosmos. Alright. We'll play Bullseye left. From this point, we have a MODOK in hand, which is pretty great. I would love to see... Yeah, I mean, honestly, we're probably just looking at, like, a MODOK on 5 to do, like, cool stuff. We could play a Gambit. Gambit is an idea. It's a really big Gambit, though. I don't know. Maybe we just play, like, a Victoria Hand. If we play Victoria Hand, I feel like we gotta play our mid, though. Okay. We'll pull down something. Maybe it upsets whatever combo they're trying to do. So we end up pulling down an Onslaught. Okay, I mean, that might be good for them, but maybe not. Let's play MODOK, and then... do we activate Bullseye? I think we do in the interest of getting all of these things discarded a bunch. So despite the fact that Bullseye isn't actually going to be doing much minus, we are still going to activate him. Yeah. So Bullseye, going to discard that Swarm, going to discard that Swarm, and then going to discard that Scorn as well. And then, ba-bam, hitting them both -2. So from this point, I mean, this is the best we've got, right? It's not amazing, but I don't really know what else we're supposed to do. I think we're just losing here. I'm gonna play it out for the video, but we will see what ends up happening. I am very, very scared of this, though. We'll see how it goes. So they play one card left, one card right. Yeah, I don't. I've got absolutely no idea what's going on here. That's an Abomination. Okay. And then left is a Khazar, a Blue Marvel, and is that a Misty Knight? Okay. Interesting. Did they just not expect us to contest mid? So that was that was an invisible Patriot deck. Without Patriot or Doom or Ultron or anything. And that did not go very well for them. So yeah, good win for us there. You love to see it. Alright, so we've got Orcus Forge. We could either play a Collector or a Morbius. Collector is better with Orcus Forge than he is normally, so that's fair. Now, that's going to go ahead and be Titan. I think we can play a Collector mid. We might play like a Bullseye left. We'll see. I'm not particularly sold on it, but it depends. Maybe we'll go Bullseye mid and then we'll play Morbius left. I don't know. They play an Aranya, though. And let's see. That is going to be White Hot Room. Okay, so we actually want to fill up right. I really hope that we draw a Victoria Hand would be fine, or a Colleen Wing. Even a Blade would be okay. Just really anything that isn't Grandmaster, MODOK, or Helicarry. And then we'll see what we want to do from that point. Theoretically, Gambit is an option. It's a 50-50 on if it hits something we want to play or something we want to discard. And if it gets rid of something we want to play, then we're pretty sad. And we're pretty sad just to get rid of an Aranya. So, I lied. It's actually not an option. It would be a horrendously bad play here. They're an Airsham deck, actually, I believe, right? Yeah, I didn't point that out yet. So we play Bullseye, right? That is a Kate Bishop, also off the Airsham, and then that's a Scorn, also off the Airsham. Now, let's see. We do get Colleen Wing, so that's really good. We're going to play Morbius and Colleen Wing, and I hope that they don't fill up White Hot Room. I imagine they probably will, right? Like, if I had to guess what they're going to be able to do, I think they'll be able to fill up White Hot Room. I'm just hoping they don't. But we'll see. If they somehow manage to only play one card there, then we will be pretty happy. Got Morbius and Colleen Wing, though. On turn 5, we're hoping that maybe we top deck a MODOK, because other than top decking MODOK, we don't have anything too great. It's alright, though. They are taking forever to decide what they're going to do. I mean, especially because they have the 2 arrows. They definitely are going to fill up White Hot Room here. There's just no world in which they don't. So, if we draw either a Grandmaster or a Victoria Hand... Ooh, that sucks. They actually didn't fill it up, and they gave the filling it up to us. So that's really interesting. That's a bad play. And they just retreat, yeah. Why? What just happened? Why didn't they play 2 arrows? Because they could have... I'm so confused. Did they run out of time or something? I don't even know. I mean, okay, good win for us. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. We have a Scorn, we have a Morbius and a Colleen Wing, so that's pretty good. Avengers Compound. I think we'll just go ahead and play a Morbius. That is completely fine. Hey, they also play a Morbius left. Very, very interesting there. I'm gonna point at them. Now let's see, that's a Nova Roma. Nova Roma is going to give us a Victoria Hand, and then beyond that is going to give us a Blade. I mean, we could do something like this, and I'm not against it at all. I think let's go with it. They play a Gambit, hey! So they get rid of their Bullseye to kill our Morbius. That's really mean. We play Colleen Wayne, though. Colleen Wayne's going to discard Scorn, and then Blade is going to discard Scorn. So at least we're still doing things. Colleen Wayne goes all the way up to 8. Now, we do have a Bullseye, which I think is worth playing, so let's go ahead and play him. We're going to play him mid. And then from this point, I would love to top deck either a MODOK or a Gambit. If we top deck a Gambit, we could play Gambit and Victoria Hand. That'd be pretty cool. Other than that, Collector would be a really bad top deck, so would Grandmaster. So let's see what we get from this point. Colleen Wayne going to discard their Swarm. Sucks for us. And then that is going to be Grandmaster. So Gambit, please don't hit Bullseye. Okay, it didn't hit Bullseye. So that was definitely the best hit it could have gone. Now, we do get Gambit. I mean, there is a potential world where this is okay. I think we do want to activate Bullseye. So they go ahead and play MODOK. MODOK is going to discard Swarm. And then end up discarding another Swarm. And then what's the last thing? Is it another Swarm? No, it's a Dakin. Okay. That makes sense. So we play Victoria Hand, and then we play Gambit. Gambit is going to discard Helicarrier. And Helicarrier is going to end up hitting... Oh, well, let's see what we get. Okay. We get a bunch of stuff. And then we get rid of their Dakin. So... Right, like, worse things could have happened here. We're actually doing pretty good. From this point, they just retreat. Oh, shit. Okay. Good win for us. That is absolutely awesome. Oh, okay. So Sokovia is going to discard our... What's it called? Blade. Yeah, there you go. And it discards their Psylocke. So maybe that interrupts, like, some sort of negative thing they're trying to do. They don't play. A Murder World shows up. We could play Colleen Wayne, but there's kind of no reason to do that, because Colleen Wayne would just discard Grandmaster, and that would just be sad. Let's go ahead and play Bullseye left. And then from this point, if we can play Colleen Wayne into Grandmaster, hitting Swarm twice, that would be really, really good. They go ahead and play Ravona, so yeah, they are definitely running a negative style list. And then that's Victoria Hand. Okay, so let's play Victoria Hand and Colleen Wayne. Well, we can't exactly play Colleen Wayne now, can we? We know we want to play Victoria Hand. Do we take the 50-50 on Colleen Wayne Hidden Swarm? I think we have to. It might be bad, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. So we're going to play Victoria Hand, we're going to play Colleen Wayne. Colleen Wayne does hit Swarm, and that is really, really good. We are very happy about that. And then that is Juan. Okay. So we could guarantee that we're going to get rid of that Juan. And I think that is what we want to do. Yeah? Yeah, let's get rid of the Juan. I do not want to deal with it. We could snap into this. It's kind of a fun idea. But they might retreat, so I'm not going to. Now, Gambit does have a decent chance of discarding MODOK. It starts off at a 33% chance, and then it would go down to 25 if it missed the first time. So, it's not... Or, yeah, it does go down to 25. It's not by any means guaranteed, but it could happen. But it doesn't, so we end up keeping MODOK, which is absolutely awesome. And they just retreat! Victory. Okay. Well, I wanted to see the wand go away and see what they played. It's why I didn't snap, but... That's alright, I guess. Good win for us. There you go. That's awesome. Alright, so let's see. We've got a Scorn. Not going to play Scorn, obviously. We also have a Swarm in hand and a Bullseye, so that's pretty cool. We have a Grandmaster as well, but that's completely fine. Probably just going to look to play a Bullseye left, if I had to guess. Maybe right, though. We'll see. They play a Collector left. Yeah, that's completely fine. So let's see. That is Bar with no name. Yeah, we'll play Bullseye left. There is a potential world where we could give them the win right by buffing them down. Which would be really funny if it happened. They play Victoria Hand. We just play Bullseye. Now, we've got Collector and Victoria Hand to play of our own. I really, really hope that we see, like, a Modok. Gambit, if that hits Monster... Okay. It hit Bullseye, which is sad because this is supposed to be a Bullseye video, but ultimately I would have rather it hit Bullseye instead of Monster. Now, we have our own Gambit to play. You know, this is actually a very good play. I hope it hits the Monster. Arguably, Bullseye is better than the Monster in this deck, except we haven't discarded Swarm yet, and the chance of us, like, giving them the win right, which would be really funny, would also be pretty sad if it happened. So we are going to end up discarding Scorn, and we are going to kill their Victoria Hand. That's what that was. And then we play Grandmaster, moving the Gambit over, and we are going to end up discarding Swarm, and Swarm is going to get rid of their Monster. Okay, yeah, that's awesome. So we are very, very happy about that. We do have a Modok to play. Which I think we will do. I think we just go ahead and do this, and we should be completely fine. I don't really see a world where we lose this game. I mean, it is possible. They have a Morbius down, and we don't have a Morbius down, but we hit their Monster. We also hit their Victoria Hand. I think we're just going to end up having more power, and then we're going to win the tiebreak. If I had to guess. I think that's how it's going to go, but we'll see. Because, I mean, ultimately, if they just play like a Modok, it's not going to end up being enough to beat us, I don't think. Our Collector is going to get buffed up to the moon, and then we're also getting a buff from Scorn down onto the board as well. So I think we're fine. We feel relatively okay about this. They are taking a very long time to decide if they want to leave or stay, though. Or I guess, rather, if they want to decide what play they're doing. But we'll see what they end up doing. I mean, like I said, it's going to be a Modok. Maybe a Blade. They're like Modok Blade. Where would you play him? You'd play him left, right? Probably. We'll see. I don't see them winning. I don't know. They are, like I said, though, taking forever to decide. And I think they just left. Okay. I think what happened was I destroyed their Monster and their Victoria Hand, and then maybe they rage quit. I don't know. Either that or they disconnected. My internet dies sometimes, so it could have been that as well. But there you go. That's going to be a good win for us, and you love to see it. Yeah. Alright, so let's see what we've got here. We have Mirror Island. We could probably go ahead and play a Morbius left. I think... yeah, from this point, it's either going to be a Morbius or a Victoria Hand. We can decide whichever one. We'll see what we end up top decking. Maybe that'll key us into what we want to do, but ultimately we're just going to have to make a choice. That's going to be Avengers Compound. I am going to go with Victoria Hand for the simple reason that Mirror Island is a place you want to play a bunch of cards in, and Morbius is going to be one of our biggest cards, so we don't really want to put that in a location with a bunch of other cards, right? Morbius can kind of carry a lane by himself, ideally. So, we could go with a Gambit. Gambit gets rid of their Morbius. Honestly, let's do it. I'm going to play Gambit here. If it discards our Morbius, we're going to be very sad. But instead it hits Helicarrier, and it is going to just go ahead and kill their Morbius. We get stuff like Iron Man, which is insane to play left, by the way. Yeah, this is great. We also got Moonstone. Oh, okay, so we can't use the Moonstone now, really. Damn. We could play Morbius into Moonstone. That's an idea. It's a really fun idea. I don't know if it's a good idea, though. Could also just play like a Morbius left. You know, I kind of want to do it, though. We were given the opportunity to do this randomly. I think we got to run with it. So let's play Moonstone. They go ahead and play Dakin left. Dakin is going to steal left. Okay. So we're not winning left. Even with an Iron Man, I don't think we can manage to do that. Now, we have Scorn. That was actually an insane top deck as well. Let's go ahead and play all this. And then... next turn, we'll see what we want to do. So, we play Morbius. And we play Blade. Going to discard Scorn. Scorn is then going to end up, obviously, buffing both of those by 2, and is going to buff the Moonstone by another 2. That's going to be a Modok mid. That's going to be Scorn. It is also going to end up discarding the Muramasa Shard. Now, from this next point, we do have an Iron Man, but I don't really know if Iron Man is what we want to play. Oh, they just go ahead and retreat. Okay. I mean, that's fine. I'm cool with that, too. Good win for us. That's absolutely awesome. There you go. Hey, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I know you'll love this one. I made about a negative deck. It was a lot of fun. Other than that, make sure to like and subscribe. And let me know what you thought of Bullseye down in the comments. I appreciate every single one of you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.